to that particular area.
Keith Kimball, Randy Richardson, Michael Reed, the officials. Kimball has it ready. He tosses it up. A little awkward, but off we go.
Brenda good move right now. Marquette goes.
And the showdown is underway between these two 3-0 teams. First real test for both of these ball clubs.
Reese does a great job screening and rolling and loading up in the low box area.
Watch out for Reese, number 10 down low again. He's kind of the guy that can make it go inside. This guy's good too, Gillespie. How about that teardrop from Jacoby Gillespie?
Tough runner, nice job sealing by Reese as well.
Gillespie, one of the key transfers, spent the last 2 years at Belmont, and he's given it 14 points a game early. Back cut, there's Mitchell on the reverse.
Nice hesitation too. Leaves it all out every moment on the floor. Stevie.
Yeah, Stevie Mitchell, one of the senior leaders. Queen down the lane. The freshman has it stripped, taken away.
Numbers.
There's Mitchell, this time from deep. And a weak side rebound. Gillespie will push it. Selton Miguel to the basket. There's Queen. The freshman McDonald's All-American.
King at the rim.
They say this kid plays well beyond his years. Number 25 in red for the Terrapins.
And so does number 1. That's the guy. He's been struggling a little bit. Need goal to knock some shots down.
Yeah, he can do it, but he, as you said, he hasn't been able to find the range this year, Ben Gold.
Nice cross to the look.
Well, he's tough, isn't he?
He sure is. Tell us what a great athlete he is. Terrific football player. Obviously, the ability to get into the lane.
I mentioned for Gillespie last 2 years at Belmont, but his game translates to this level. There's no question.
You know Cam's always going to come back to that shoulder. Little dribble drive, but how about this one? Big guy running the floor, getting in position to dominate. Boy, not too bad. A double-double in his first game. Big-time future.
Five-star Mitchell McDonald's All-American. You've got to watch number 25, but he does pick up his first foul right there.
And Joplin showing you, puts it on the floor a little more this year than last year as well. We know he can spot up shoot.
But Raph, 3 games in for both of these teams, their identity has been on the defensive end.
No question about it. They have struggled a little bit, particularly from deep.
And you said it, both teams sub 30% from long range so far this year.
I'm sorry, this is where Cam is better, I think. Well, once he gives it up off the ball, got to take his left too.
And the shot clock running out here. And they're going to get a turnover. And it's going back to Maryland.
Boy, these two mirror one another. Amazing how they can get after it. Good containment off the bounce. Nice read, nice trap. Hands big.
No question, Mitchell stepped on the end line. Little runner is short.
Now look at that balance, though. Terrific defensively. This is where Cam is tough coming back to that shoulder. Goodness.
Preseason first team All Big East.
Got to force him the other way a little bit.
He is one of the best scorers, not only in the Big East, but in all of college basketball, Cam Jones.
Nice high-low now. Reese has got a seal. Pretty good D by Gold.
Yeah, so Queen takes it on itself and gets fouled.
Joplin.
Yeah, Joplin got him on the wrist, picking up his first. But these two programs, they've got the identities of their head coaches. Kevin Willard, tough defensive-minded coach, his 3rd season at Maryland. And then, of course, on the other sideline, it's Shaka Smart for the Marquette Golden Eagles.
Yeah, Kevin, 12 years up at Seton Hall, did a great job. Walk, I think. No, nickel dimer.
Yeah, they get the bump.
Harris Smith with the feed.
And there is Shaka. Just got his 350th career win the other day. Of course, his time at VCU. Then Texas, now 4th year with Marquette.
Over Central Michigan, they got that one. Well, they play hard and leave it all out there under Shaka. Tough to just dribble. You need screens against this tenacious D.
Gillespie, he is not shy. A little long that time. Three-point shooting was a real Achilles heel for Maryland last year, but Kevin Willard feels like with Gillespie and Rodney Rice off the bench, they can fill it up better.
How about that hesitation?
There's Cam Jones again.
A little counter move. Oh, a little dribble drive. Read the D beautifully. Knew, had him on a string. He's incapable of keeping up with him. Boy, he has great glass shots, too. Kolik's gone. Don't miss a beat at that point guard.
You lose time down low, and Shaka Smart talked about the leadership, but when you've got Cam Jones, you've always got a chance, right?
Those are two great talents, and maybe two of the best passers on one team, big and small.
Well, both of those guys now playing in the NBA, but Cam Jones off to a good start so far tonight and this year for Marquette.
Drawing him on the floor, really an aggressive kid, brings a lot of juice to the game.
Ooh, bad pass from Gillespie. He only had 2 turnovers the first 3 games. He's really taken care of the ball, but a little careless there.
Kid has a good background. Well, NBC, tough kid. You mentioned his points, 17 points he averaged in his last stop.
Certainly this a different level, but one that he says he is ready for, and he's shown that so far. Corner pocket 3, and that drops down. Cam Jones can do it all.
And Ross as well. Nice contribution, good look.
An 8-0 run here for Marquette. They're settling in after a rough start.
Nice help on the top side, turns it over.
Yeah, went off on Reese.
Ross with a great read. Makes some shots. He opens up the game a little.
Here is Big Gold.
When they were in trouble, it always came back to Kolik. Now it's always going to come back to this guy.
Yeah, Cam Jones, he sets the table, he scores it, he does it all.
And this is going to help him at the next level, too. Running the show. Look at this penetration. No finish. Nice hustle, Mitchell.
And then getting on the floor to pick it up, Selton Miguel. Maryland has subbed in number 1, Rodney Rice. Watch out for Rice. He's their leading scorer, even though he's coming off the bench. Here he is with the ball now.
Yeah, they need a little more patience. Don't be in a hurry. Run your action. And Jones with a nice shot. Not letting Rice get it back.
Gillespie so good at creating off the bounce.
Queen had Mitchell on him. Instead of going to the box, came out here.
Queen, desperation. Offensive board, Geronimo. And Miguel, count it, and the foul.
And that's what Geronimo does. Big time spark when he gets on the floor. Anything loose, he believes he owns. The one thing, though, that last trip, Queen's got to understand who's on him. This is the end of that particular play. He came out to the top of the key, bring his little guy, particularly Mitchell, into the box area. That's part of the process.
That stops the 8-0 scoring run for Marquette and puts Miguel at the line. Talked about Marquette building from within. Maryland, they've got some transfers, including Miguel. Spent 2 years at Kansas State and then 2 at USF.
And Hamilton on the floor now. Sat out last year, really got himself in good condition. More of a low post guy for Marquette.
Jones.
Great glass shots, even though that didn't go in. He's amazing.
And there's the guy you just mentioned, Raph. Redshirt freshman Caden Hamilton. He's a big body in there, 6'9", 255.
And that gives them some bulk in that low box area as well. They're also mobile from Marquette. Quick, speed, hands.
You have to be to play in Shaka's system, right?
It's amazing what he's been able to do all through his career. Saw him first at VCU, just incredible. Run to the Final Four.
Now Shaka was telling us he hasn't been in this building since he was an assistant at Clemson back in 2008. But he said he knew it would be loud, and it is. Well, Hamilton missed them both.
Lowry getting a run. Long, lean, quick. Ooh, he had him on his heels, didn't he?
And now Miguel wants to drive it. Lowry comes over to help, and Miguel, that's a tough fadeaway.
Absolutely. Great confidence and strength.
Well, he scored over 1,200 points in his college career, so he knows how to put it in the basket.
39% threes.
And something Maryland needed after last year's struggles from deep. Joplin for three.
That's his game. This could be a breakout year. Taking better shots, being prepared. Terrific pass in the right spot.
He's another one of those leaders, one of three seniors, is Joplin from Marquette. That's the young freshman, clean to the basket.
Taking it to the cleaner. Big time left maneuver.
Good back and forth action. Ball even at 13 with 13 remaining.
Pretty high level game so far, isn't it?
It is what we expected. Tapped out. And Lowry bumps. Yeah, they're going to get Rice.
Or Gillespie, I'm not sure. I think you're right, Rice.
Dare you question me?
Yeah,
First game together of the season.
Exactly. You're used to balls and strikes, you know. They're right here getting them organized and drilling it. Big fella, big frame. Mentioned earlier, I like the way he's using the bounce a little bit. This is just gorgeous. Big time kiss. Whew. Pretty good presence.
Queen 6'10", but Kevin Willard telling us he can move like a guard. He's pretty nimble.
Nice cut pass.
Jones too much, but the tap back goes down. I think that might have been friendly fire for Maryland.
I'm not sure. Joplin was in the area. This is when you put your hand up.
Yeah, you said it's mine. I'll take that. Harris Smith, one of the sophomores on this Maryland team, number 5 in red.
Marquette's good D forces you late in the shot clock. A lot of individual play right now.
Young from downtown. No. Long rebound to Ross.
There's one hustle, too, on the contest by Lowry. They did not give up on plays. That's going to make his year, though. Put it on the deck a little more, Joplin. Pump and go.
Well, he hit one a moment ago, and he misses that one in and out. But how about Hamilton?
Slap out.
On the reload, though, off the mark by Jones, and it belongs to Maryland.
And Marquette, one of the best teams in the country last year with that slap out. Gold does it well. Obviously, Oso did it well. That time, Hamilton.
And we're going to get our first look at number 13, Royce Parham, who just checked in.
Pretty play. Heads up play gives you an extra opportunity at the shot. Parham is going to be pretty good.
Yeah, keep your eye on number 13 for Marquette, who just checked in. Young freshman, highly skilled scorer.
Oh, they handled it beautifully there.
Deflected.
Another one. There's 2 deflections on the trip.
And they get the ball. That's what they track, Raph. They had so many of those last game against Central.
This good scorer at this point. But they create post-up with the guy with the ball. Jones.
Here's Gold.
Yeah, pin down slip.
Zane Lowry, sophomore, giving it up. Here's Parham, the young freshman we talked about.
I liked him in practice today. Can put it on the deck with confidence.
Speaking of putting it on the deck with confidence.
But he has had so many that he normally converts at the rim. Uses the rim beautifully.
And he still has 10, but this is that one long three for Gillespie.
A big time screen. He set it up.
Huge shoes to fill this year for Gillespie. He is the primary ball handler. They had an all Big Ten player in Jameer Young, who's no longer here.
Had a great year too, Young.
But now it's on Gillespie to not only distribute it, but to score. And Parham in and out from deep. Well, baseball pass, and Parham intercepts it.
Give it up. He's got the wide open now. A little late.
But he'll take that look, Gold. He just can't seem to get that stroke down from deep.
It's amazing. Such a beautiful look, too.
They keep waiting on him to break out. Now a junior is Gold from New Zealand. What a slip pass, but what a steal, Parham.
How about that, the long stretch?
And then Gold, more success at the rim.
And maybe it'll make him feel a little better about that outside game. Big fella, strong.
First year as a starter, he backed up Oso Iguodaro the last couple of years, and now a bigger role for Ben Gold. Gillespie.
Goodness. We're going to stay there with him. I think you got to run some stuff too. I know that last one went down for Gillespie. You got to get the big some touches where they can do some damage.
Got the foul there on Gold, so it'll stay on this end.
Right here, just a big stretch, turning, deflecting the ball, nice little run out. This is where I thought he should have given it up. Gold was a good job here when he went to the rim earlier. That open look in the corner. How about that, going left?
But he did just pick up his second foul, Ben Gold, so he goes to the bench. Now we're going to get another whistle here. The foul's starting to mount.
Is that Cam they're going to give it to you? No.
Yeah, that's 2 on Cam Jones. So you got Gold with 2, but more importantly, now you've got Jones with 2.
And now who takes over the point? By committee, I'm sure.
Well, this is where they really miss another guy named Jones. Sean Jones is out with an injury for Marquette, but for Maryland, Gillespie's doing it all.
Is he taking over? And turning the corner at will, making threes.
He's got 9. Ross gets a bump, and he'll head to the line for 2.
Because this is where Sean Jones is going to come in handy in a couple of weeks when he's healthy and back. Looked pretty spry today, didn't he?
Yeah, he tore his ACL, did Sean Jones, one of their leaders, one of their guards. He tore his ACL back in January. You're right, he looked good. There's no timeline, but they're hoping he can be back relatively soon.
And when you see this lineup, this is when he sorely missed.
Yeah, if you don't have Cam Jones out there, you need Sean Jones out there. Meanwhile, this is the junior Chase Ross.
That was with a good job without the bigs being involved. I thought they would, particularly Reese, do some damage down low. Don't tell Gillespie that, obviously.
Yeah, well, Reese hasn't even put up a shot yet, which is surprising. Rice off the bounce, looking for his shot, leaning in, and there's Reese trying to clean it up.
Go up strong now.
Oh, he stepped on the inline. We're going the other way.
I like that aggressive play, though. I'd like to see more of that on him. But he's ineffective because either they're getting too deep or settling outside. Right here, got the nice inside position. Ooh, I don't know if he ever touched the line.
If they give it back to Marquette, Golden Eagles here by a penny.
And Norman out there, more of a driver. Jack, a nice setup here. Whoops.
And he traveled, lost his footing in the lane.
But he would go up that little left hook. A little too deep and indecisive.
But Shaka Smart has to like that early. There's only a couple of turnovers for his Golden Eagles, 7 for Maryland. And again, forcing turnovers, that's been the bread and butter of both of these teams.
Well, Rodney Rice and Gillespie are the keys out here on the offensive end. But again, just ball screen, high-low. Almost both in their lane. You notice that? The Queen.
Yeah, they can't get the ball inside. Runner for Miguel, but everything's been on the perimeter. You're right, Brad.
No touches. Again, you got to compliment Marquette's defense as part of that.
Well, under Shaka Smart, he's been a head coach for 16 years at this level. He usually has one of the best defensive crews in the country. Chase Ross going to work. He got it disrupted. Shot clock at 2. Mitchell, tap back. Now everybody's on the deck after it, and Maryland eventually comes away with it.
Right now, very indecisive by Marquette. That point position, a little bit of a dilemma right now.
Here's Queen. How about that?
How about that straight? Discarded by the big fella.
He's a local kid from Baltimore, although he went down to Florida to play at Montverde Academy for 3 years, but he wanted to come and play for the Terps. What a gift he is.
Nice footwork here, empty though.
Gillespie up ahead.
Pretty good look.
And Miguel, there's the 8th turnover of the half for Maryland.
And Mitchell's hustle really took his vision away.
How about Queen? He's the king tonight, all right?
And you got to crown him early here, but look at this strength, poise, big time bang. The Kapari out there now, a kid that I was impressed with the minutes he has played. Aggressive.
Yeah, and inbounding the ball for Marquette is Demarius Owens, number 10. Now for Owens, this is his season debut, his college debut. He had a toe injury in his right foot. So he's out there, and Cam Jones is back out there with 2 fouls wrapped.
Taking a chance, he'll play smart. A hold here by Smith. That's one way of stopping Cam.
Wrong sport, but...
this is the confidence Shaka has in this young guy. Play within it, even concede at the other end of the layup. Just don't get any small change fouls. This is that matchup that Kevin's run successfully wherever he is coached.
Mitchell had to jump to grab it. Gets in the lane and gets about Stevie Mitchell.
Such a good feel and pace to the game.
And Mitchell now 4 points here, and Marquette back up 1. Battle of a couple of young guys here. Hamilton all over Queen.
Got to get him inside. Roll and lock low.
Young lefty can fill it up, but he can't get it away. Kapari will let it fly. And Young able to sneak in there. Another transfer.
Long shot, long rebounds. Guard's got to help.
And knocked out. They will stay on this end. 11 to shoot, 6 to play.
Always harassing Marquette. The Joplin coming in now.
23, David Joplin returns.
You can tell, though, you said always harassing. Maryland trying to get it into Queen, but the way that Marquette's defending, it's difficult.
And no question about it. No really dribble drive at the rim. No cross screens. A little zone look now. High Cam a little bit.
And Miguel's just going to fire from 30 feet. That's way off the mark.
Interesting, a little yo-yo with Jones out of the game already.
They'll let Hamilton line it up. It's long, and Queen clears it.
He can do this. Terrific outlet passer as well. One of the games earlier.
Yeah, he's 6'10", but you're right. He can bring it up. He can dish it.
Tough shot. If it was intended.
A pass instead.
Look at the help.
Get the traffic taken away. Here comes Owens.
Tripped it accidentally. I think Smith from the rear. That was one of those unfortunate situations, but the harassing defense is just incredible. Help side defense, bail their buddies out. Look at this help, jump the passing lane, open floor. That's just unfortunate, really.
Well, the crowd booing, but with 15,000, they had a couple of cokes before the game. They're feeling a little frisky.
Can't blame them. Gary Williams wasn't booing over here, though.
No. Yeah, he's courtside. Great Gary Williams, whose name is on this court here at the Xfinity Center.
Just phenomenal. NCAA champion. Loves the game. A lot of Big Ten stuff over the years, too, with the networks.
This is Demarius Owens. I mentioned college debut for the freshman who had a toe injury against a scrimmage versus Oklahoma in late October. Thought we might see him tonight. And he's got his first college points.
The Chocolate's saying a big upside for this kid. Again, typical, you know, the length, the ability, the mobility.
He was a highly touted recruit, Owens.
Marquette makes you use those 10, 12, 14 seconds before you get into anything. Now they're at under 13 with nothing. And this has been consistent with the offense.
This has been their guy offensively. Gillespie has 9.
Oh, the hands here.
There's just no room to breathe for the Terps on offense, though.
Owens there, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, first on Owens. And the 16th foul on Marquette. So both teams will shoot free throws. The final 4:49. Harris Smith with a left hand. Strong.
That's his game. You got to get on that left. Those strong shoulders owned this guy.
Sophomore who came in last year, Deshaun Harris Smith, with a lot of fanfare. On the kick out, here's Joplin. And a rebound to Juju Reese. Harris Smith again with a full head of steam.
And boy, there was great balance. Just no coordination, didn't seal it.
And Maryland back on top by 1.
Well, that would have been easy to trap for Marquette, too. Shaka's just really buying time, trying to get Cam back in.
Mitchell spins, no. Hamilton, though, gobbles it up. Shot clock did not reset. In and out for Owens.
Hamilton really aggressive, though. I like to see that.
Harris Smith, he's on a roll here, but he gets it up to Gillespie.
Well, look at the big guy's got it. Just can't get it inside, though.
It's the first time Queen really had a seal. Instead, Gillespie! Give him a dozen, and Shaka Smart takes a timeout.
How about this kid from Belmont to College Park? I think he could shoot it from there, too. Ooh, single-handedly. Well, really not much of a screen here, but the step back. A little nylon. On fire. Jacob about it. Whether it's the deep shot or the dribble drive, floaters he started the game with. Playing with a lot of confidence. At some point, I think he's going to run the show and get the bigs involved. But they're going to be a factor tonight. Right now, it's all perimeter-oriented against the really tough-minded Marquette defense. They've kept them outside and really fronted the box. But at some point, they're going to get the bigs involved if you're going to be effective at this level.
Well, with Gillespie, we talked about them losing Jameer Young, who was their do-it-all point guard last year. But boy, Kevin Willard loves what he has in Gillespie to replace him.
No question. He was smiling. He was actually friendly today. Must have been gas.
Third year for Kevin Willard. Last year, a struggle. They were a game under 500. They made the tournament the year before, but it feels like he's got this team where he wants it.
Queen with good footwork to keep the guard away. Even here, look.
How about Jones taking it right at Queen?
Not afraid. The big fella did a nice shot.
Jones in double figures now with 10 to lead Marquette.
I think Reese got to be more aggressive and beg for the ball when he's in that low box area.
Reese has still not put up a shot, and he is a senior leader for this team. Gillespie, what a shot fake that was.
He's unbelievable.
He was good at Belmont the last couple of years, and now he's doing it at this level. Nice spin and a finish there, and that is Royce Parham, the young freshman.
Good strength, too.
He really gave Marquette a spark on Monday against Central Michigan. 9 points in just 13 minutes.
Look at that footwork.
Queen right around Parham. That was freshman on freshman crime.
That was special.
And Queen now has 8.
This is a tough match here. Nice switch back. Rice.
Joplin trying to back Queen down.
What a good job he's doing with those legs.
Parham, a couple of buckets back-to-back for Royce Parham.
Got that, playing with a little confidence. And teeing it up at this end pretty good as they go zone again. And really to hide Cam.
Already had 10 lead changes. We've only played 18 and a half minutes.
Look at that foul line though.
Shot clock at 5. They just can't penetrate and then thrown away puck. Two went off of Parham, only 2 to shoot.
Yeah, plenty to catch and put it on the deck as well. I mean, look at that step through. I mean, that is agility. That's 6'10", 6'11". And Parham, yes sir. Like the way he puts it on the deck, he can fill it up. What an addition.
Shaka Smart called him one of the best natural scorers he's ever coached. Parham, right words. He's had some good ones along the way.
Now watch Miguel on the inbounds with a hit and follow.
They're going into Queen. He got it off and he got it in.
Little dummy play. Well designed.
Inside of a minute here in the first half. There's Jones again. Hamilton stepped out of bounds.
But Cam's had maybe 4 at the rim that normally go down. He is special with that release. Going to take him out again, I think. Save him, smart play.
And the last thing you want is him picking up a third foul.
I think Shaka did a nice job just hanging in there, overcoming foul situations. And Gillespie has just been super. A foul on 1.
There's Queen again, and he will go to the line for 2.
And a zone ineffective. Nice little cut to get Queen the ball at the foul area.
And they say this guy, Queen, Bill, Kevin Willard was telling us, he's not only good on the court, he said he's already a leader. He's funny in the locker room. Everyone just likes being around this kid.
He gets Kevin to laugh, which is a special.
That's rare, like you said.
He's very happy-go-lucky. The crowd favorite, too. You can see the response once he gets the ball.
Mentioned he's from Baltimore, nearby. Went down to Florida to finish his high school career, but an opportunity to play for his hometown team here in College Park, and he's taken advantage of it.
Can you tell me 1 year with Reese at St. Francis?
Yes. Yeah, he and Julian Reese, same high school to start before Queen transferred out. He's going to get a breather here at the end of the half.
A little 2-2-1 to make it a little bit of a challenge. Nothing easy. Takes away the 2-for-1 opportunity as well. Parham doesn't look afraid at all, does he?
No. None of these freshmen have looked afraid.
Nice cut, but a tough pass.
Geronimo, good hands defensively. And now Maryland can hold it for the final shot.
When they call timeout, Kevin wants out. They didn't see him. They finally get it.
He has that use it or lose it timeout, and you might as well take it here.
Yeah, he wanted it maybe with about 13, 14 seconds. Versus Dan Brown. Terrific coach. Great years at Holy Cross. A basketball family, of course, under Rick Pitino in Louisville.
Yeah, and Kevin Willard, of course, familiar with Marquette from his 12 years at Seton Hall. Now, he and Shaka Smart only overlapped at those respective institutions 1 year before Kevin Willard came to Maryland. And look, I mentioned last year Maryland struggled. They were a game under 500, but with the pieces they put in place, he really feels like they can get back to the NCAA tournament.
I tell you, Jacoby is really a great addition. No question about it. It's a different team, and I think the big guys will get in sync as the year progresses. Right now, the timing's off. When they're free, the ball's not getting there. The ball's on the deck. All of that is part of growing. And at this level with this team, this is a great learning lesson against Marquette as well as Marquette from Maryland.
Some of those key transfers, and those are some big names in Rice, Gillespie, and Miguel. Final 8 seconds here.
Don't let Gillespie get it back.
There is Miguel, one of those transfers, but off the side of the backboard. Entertaining first half with 10 lead changes, and Maryland's up by 4.
Yeah, very competitive, too. Good feeling out process, and in a way went 2 for 8.
All right, the libations have been cleaned off the court, and we are ready for the second half.
A little zone look now, trying to take the dribble drive from Cam. Got to turn and face when you get it in there back.
Joplin will rise. Rebound for Reese. He's got 8 of those, but no
Nice
points.
pass.
There's Queen.
A nice find by Gillespie. Played great offense. That's his first assist. Force a tough shot. Get a big run out. Ooh, walk. Ooh.
No call. This is the largest lead so far in this game. Maryland by 6. Ross can't get it. Well, there's Gold.
Strong rebound.
Mitchell. Yes.
Love this kid.
Well, he's the heart and soul of the defense, Mitchell, but they need more from him on offense
They
this
do.
year.
No question about it.
Senior from Reading, Pennsylvania.
Automatic switch here. Tough match right through. Gillespie should have taken goal. Good job taking the left away.
Miguel had strips. Well, there's Mitchell. But they keep it, and there is Reese's first shot of the night, and it's a dunk that goes in and out and back to Marquette. Wow.
Whew. That was close to a hit, though. What a nice find. The skirmish. Marquette so good, causing dilemmas, and right here, pretty clean, I guess.
And how about that from Chase Ross, elevating to knock it free.
They do not give up on plays.
If they do, they'll be sitting next to their head coach. Well, he doesn't sit, but they'll be over there. Jones 10 in the first half.
Nice look.
Joplin.
Pretty.
In and out, but he will have 2 at the line.
His impact is going to improve because he can put it on the deck a little bit. Created by Cam Jones for him. When you can shoot it and you got to close out on the shooter, all of a sudden you own the guy. A little late, wrong side, closed by Gillespie.
Also the 3rd foul on Deshaun Harris-Smith, so he will go to the bench for Maryland. And Joplin, a guy who committed to Shaka Smart when he was the head coach in Texas. Shaka takes a job at Marquette. He follows him there, and they've got a very close relationship.
Hometown youngster as well.
He played his high school ball just 13 miles from Fiserv Forum, where Marquette plays their home games. And he's able to convert at the line.
I look for Maryland to attack a little bit more over the top, not get stuck late in the shot clock.
But they just haven't been able. Well, there they get it to the top of the key at least. Oh, they try a little high-low, and a foul is called inside.
Yeah, a little hold, I think, by Goal, if I'm not mistaken. Is that 3?
Yes, that's 3 on Ben Gold.
Pretty good coverage behind him. He didn't have to foul.
Do you like that idea, though, of them going big to big like that?
They haven't done it all game. You might as well. I just think Reese has got to be more, present himself in a more of an aggressive fashion. Duck in, use that powerful body. And give a passing lane.
6'9", 255, and he's solid as Reese.
Like even here, get in and watch your guy.
Queen right at Joplin.
I think they got Hamilton on it.
Yeah, weak side defender coming over to help. No, they got Joplin.
Yeah, they did.
I thought that they got Hamilton too.
With the scrape. Pretty job here with that drop step. Well, he is agile and under control.
You know, you mentioned for Queen, his first game this year, season opener. So first game at the college level, 22 points, 20 rebounds. The last Terp to have a 2020 game, you have to go back to 1995, Joe Smith.
Oh, boy. Pretty good player.
And to do that in your first outing, I don't care who you're playing against, downright impressive.
Well, he was a first rounder, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes. Now, Queen has 15 and 3 so far tonight.
Nice cut.
And Jones finishes with a right.
How about the patience of the big guy? How about 3-5 with the 5?
Hamilton to Jones to get this back to a 2-point game. Over the top again.
Nice help. Oh, no. That was a clean play.
Ross thought so, too. So did Shaka Smart.
Wow. Whew. Boy, that's painful. Just a great read. I mean, goodness. Maybe a little tic-tac low.
At least for Ross, it's only his first foul, so no issue there.
Hamilton with a show and recovery. There you go.
Miguel down the lane. Yes.
Pretty. At least Reese was more assertive that trip.
Miguel now has 7. The transfer from South Florida. Mitchell. And he got the foul against Miguel, so 2 free throws coming.
Boy, he is smart. Wiley. Does that lean in to get contact? Such an aggressive kid here. The closeout takes away the baseline. It's just a beautiful lean in.
You said he's smart, Stevie Mitchell. Academic All-American, double major like you were back in the day.
And you were a triple major, weren't you? Dancing and voice.
And his brother Kyron, Stevie's brother Kyron, he is a Marquette Law School student at the moment, so a very smart family.
Tough kid, though. Boy. They do play at their optimum every single practice game.
They're in a battle right now. This has been, if you're just joining us, back and forth since the very start of it.
A 3-guard look now.
Reese finding his way to the basket. There is his first bucket.
A little blow by. Big fella. Maybe he'll get it going.
For the senior leader.
Oh, not a good look.
Now Gillespie now. Hangs in the air. Rice trying to tap it back. Here comes Jones. Gillespie on his hip. Is it goaltending? They say no.
Oh, I thought it was.
Gillespie high-arcing. And a foul on the rebound. They're going to get Julian Reese with a push in the back. Frantic action.
But both very similar defensive schemes these teams run. There's a 2-2-1.
Marquette able to get out of that 2-2-1 pretty quickly. Mitchell on the angle with one hand while he kicked Gillespie off.
How about that? Everybody else locked up defensively. Great read.
Back to a 2-point game. Mitchell's giving him a nice boost on offense with 8.
There you go. They don't get the right angle to get it down to Reese either.
Harris Smith. Pretty good defense there by Hamilton.
He's playing well. Valuable with his minutes.
Here on a pick and roll.
He rolls pretty.
Rejected though by Reese. And Reese comes away with it.
Nice, pretty close screen. Again, Reese is right. You got it. Again, don't get it to him.
And he was calling for it. They will get the foul against Hamilton.
I like that, though. A little more aggressive, wanting the ball. He goes right to Smith, too. Get it in.
One thing Kevin Willard did say, Ralph, he said with Reese, they're having trouble getting him the ball. That's something these new guys need to learn.
It is a learning process. And the timing.
When you get transfers in, they haven't played together, it takes a little while. Transfers like this guy, Rodney Rice.
A lot of bouncing going nowhere.
How about that find to Queen?
They did do something positive at the end, though. Defense absent there by Marquette.
A nice Jones cutting. I thought maybe he could have finished it. Now he'll go to work with 5 to shoot. Inside, crafty.
Is he? Great word to use, too. Just such a great kid.
Third straight season leading Marquette in scoring for Cam Jones. One of the best scorers. He's going to leave there one of the best scorers in program history.
He does not need a lot of shots either. Plays within the framework. Little zone look.
Nice, great shot fake. And it tapped around. Queen tried to save it, but he fell out of bounds. Now look, three-point shooting, we mentioned it at the beginning of the broadcast, and these two teams combined 5 for 22.
And both around 30% shooting. Coming into this particular game, give Queen a well-deserved blow here.
And I think for both teams as the season progresses, can they find some outside shooters? That'll be something to track.
Young on the floor, one of those kids doesn't give up on plays.
Deflected, almost taken away. Inside, tough finish for Parham.
Tough kid, too. He's going to get more and more time.
7 points in limited minutes for Royce Parham tonight.
A little 3-2 look. A little flat zone. Some people call it an amoeba when you cover that foul line area. Under 10 again.
Yeah, it's been a theme here offensively for Maryland. And now Rice has to operate from way up top.
And he sticks his buddy.
Young, too much. And that's going to be a violation.
Yeah, that's it. I thought you were my friend. Give it to me with a second go.
Well, Maryland, Kevin Willard had the 6-point lead. That's evaporated. We are neck and neck at 44. Here goes Cam Jones, kicking out to his buddy Ross, and he drops down the triple.
How about Ross? Of late, huh? 6 of 12 coming in from 3.
And Kevin Willard is going to take a timeout. It's a 7-0 run for the Golden Eagles.
The point guard, the maestro. We know Cam can score, but he can read and find as well. Here's his buddy. Get those puppies organized. Southpaw to southpaw. Drill it in beautifully. Particular game.
And Marquette now on a 7-0 run. This is a team picked to finish 4th in the Big East behind UConn, Creighton, and Xavier. 3 good ones, but I think this Marquette team, they're going to be in the thick of things.
They are. These young guys here, they're going to get chances and take advantage of the opportunity. Gold back in with the 3. A little bit of that zone once again. Now they're switching to man. Nice help.
And Rice knocks down the triple to tie the game.
He is a confident offensive player.
Rodney Rice, that's his first bucket tonight. He led the team in scoring coming into this ball game, so they need to get him going.
He had been injured in his past career, Virginia Tech.
They played only 8 games there the last 2 years, did Rice.
Nice kickback.
And a nice finish for Cam Jones.
And Bowl with a nice look. Switching to D again. Straight up man.
I have a feeling this one's going right down to the wire.
Gillespie wants to go. Nice. Oh, what a jump out switch by Parham. He gets the nickel dimer with the hands.
And that will send us back to another timeout.
Well, when you need something going, first it's Rice at the other end. Pretty solid offensive weapon. And counter that on this end. Goal for the year if they're not meshing. If their high-low game's not effective.
And right now it's just Queen out there. He hands it to Gillespie. Gillespie turns the corner. And the Red Sea parted.
Yeah, and again, Mitchell went over the top and nobody showed to help.
7 ties, 11 lead changes.
Later in the year, Parham's going to take that jumper.
Parham gets it here. He will take that jumper, and he knocks it down, Bill.
He'll take it early in the year.
He's got 10, 4 or 5. Very efficient night.
Both ends, too. Communicating. Not a good foul, though. Force him that far out. Respect it and get back in position. But here, a confident kid. Championship prep school.
And Shaka Smart said when it's all said and done, he's going to score a lot of points in a Marquette uniform. But right now, a teaching moment between he and his head coach.
Second foul. I was just checking on him. Good recovery by Gold.
Queen trying to fit it in there, but it's out off of Miguel.
Good idea. Distance may have been a problem. Pretty well designed, though, for the step and go.
And Kevin Willard said he trusts a big fella in addition. You said it earlier. He's a great passer.
Really good feel and understanding. Gold can drag him away from the rim here if he shoots it confidently. Nice switch.
Trey Norman navigating in the lane. Hesitation. And he draws the foul on Gillespie.
We mentioned he doesn't look for that outside shot, but effective in that lane, getting the body contact. Each guy in Marquette puts pressure on you when you're guarding them. Not afraid to put it on the deck and be creative.
And again, when they get Sean Jones back, that'll be another guy that can put it on the deck and cause some trouble.
One thing about Sean Jones, too, is that defensive end. He can drag you as good as anybody. You mentioned Purdue playing tonight. They got a couple of guys that can get after you. Cox for one.
That's going to be a heck of a game early next week here on FS1 between Marquette and Purdue and Milwaukee. Queen's had a big night. He's driving it on Gold.
Nice find.
Well, speaking of his passing, he finds Gillespie.
How about that overhelp? Boy, that drip to the corner, so impactful.
Gold will try to even it. He does.
There you go. Maybe he'll get him going. Ooh, smile and confidence.
First triple that he has knocked down tonight. Marquette back up 4. We're inside of 10 minutes. Gillespie right by him.
He knew he owed them. Took the big to the 10. Maryland with the quick timeout. The blow by.
How about this for November 15th, huh?
We may shorten that name to Kobe.
21 for Jacoby Gillespie. Now, Kevin Willard was telling us, there's a couple guys with football backgrounds. Gillespie was an all-state football player in college as well, had ACC and SEC offers, opted to go to Belmont because he said basketball is my first love. 2 good years at Belmont, gets the opportunity to jump up to the Big Ten, and this stage obviously is not too big for him.
And you heard this also. They said in football, he scored on offense, defense, and special teams, right?
In the same game.
It's incredible. But the big thing, they had one big on the floor, so they spread it. No congestion. The switch by Gold onto Gold. This magnificent read.
So Gillespie 21, Queen 17. And for Marquette, it's been Jones with 16 to lead the way.
He had a different feeling about this Maryland team this year, don't you? From last year.
Yeah, they just...
There's a lot more energy.
And more playmakers,
yeah,
right?
Exactly.
It was really Jameer Young or bust last year for Kevin Willard. Ross right in rhythm. High in the air, there's Queen, and he's fouled by Norman.
Yeah. Easy call, too. Now they got goal on the perimeter, which I like. Is now they've got to play him. It's honest. They got to come out and guard him. But right here on this rebound, no question, easy call. Queen keeping it big as well. Look at this on the foul line here. Queen wants to get to the free throw line. And they got a team meeting.
Now the officials get in, separate everything. But that's kind of Queen's personality. He's not afraid to mix it up a little bit.
Not at all.
Talk about being efficient, 7 for 8.
He chats away, too.
A 1-and-1, and he gets the front end. So keep an eye on that foul situation. Just 4 fouls for Maryland. That's 7 now for Marquette. He's a point away from 20. And we're tied at 56.
A little more aggressive here on the D.
Ross drives, he gets bumped. So that's the 5th team foul. They'll get Miguel there.
Mitchell makes such good decisions. On the catch, the blow by, non-shooting foul. I think you can see Marquette this year doing a lot more of this simply because they don't have that post-up presence on a consistent basis.
Getting it into Gold. Here goes Jones on the bigger man Queen, then kicking it out to Joplin.
I wouldn't let Jones get it back.
Mitchell initiates. Off strips. Rice got it.
Tough.
He still just hit the 1 shot. How about a second? Yes!
Quick timeout by Shaka. That's what home courts are all about. We talked about defense on both ends of the floor. It stimulates going the other way, and Rice, big-time organization here. And Kevin was showing to go to the other side. Why not knock it down? He has been terrific early.
What an atmosphere here at College Park.
I like the timeout, though, by Marquette. Calm the waters a little bit.
That was such a quick burst. Maryland a 7-0 run in just 1 minute and 2 seconds to get back out in front here by 3.
And most of it, one big. It's not that it won't use the two together as the year progresses. I think there's going to be situations where, with the ability to drive and kick that these kids have, they don't want it clogged up as much.
See the 3-point shooting. Both teams have started to find a rhythm from outside. It's something that they both struggled with in their 3-0 starts. Driving inside. Rejected. Ross got it back. Shot clock at 5. Deep 3. Oh, my. Cam Jones with ice water in his veins. And then Ross with a steal. But he missed it.
Pretty good D, too.
Miguel.
Nice pass.
And he finds Queen.
Wow. That's the rule.
Well, Joplin's in some pain down there, Ralph.
Yeah.
Maybe he just got his bell rung.
I think when he ran back, he may have slipped, too, with some contact. Seems to be okay, though. Well, that was excellent. Passing and catching by Maryland, all stimulated by the defense. Oh, the hand across the face, you're right.
He's okay, stays in the game. Ross on the baseline.
So many good slashers on this team.
Media timeout at the next whistle. Joplin lines it up.
Great setup. Rice is taking over more of the point work with Gillespie playing off the ball.
Whatever buttons Kevin Willard is pushing right now, it's been working over the last couple of minutes.
A good show by Park.
Harris Smith. Skip pass to Gillespie. Knocked around, rebound Joplin.
That beat the look.
A high-level game on November 15th between Marquette and Maryland.
Well, can't put so much pressure on you, Jones. Always looking for a cutter if he doesn't have it.
This time he tries to drive, kicks it out. Ross with 6 on the timer. Jones, yes, another one.
How could you leave him? Goodness, ball watching.
22 points, 3 of 4 from downtown for their leader, Cam Jones.
And mixing up the D now with the zone as well.
This is fun, isn't it?
It has been enjoyable. Early in the year, toe-to-toe.
When you take these matchups in November, you take them all day. Queen in and out. Both teams begging for that media timeout.
Look at the open middle, though. This is where he excels.
How about that?
Magic.
Cam the man.
Oh, goodness, does he maneuver. The footwork. A lot of lingerie on the deck when he played this kid. Ball fake.
And the senior from Memphis puts in his 25th point of the night. But, Mike, you said when you don't play two bigs, it's hard to find time to put Queen on the bench because he's been so good tonight.
Give him a little breather, baby.
Queen's got 21 over there to go along with Gillespie's 21.
Looks like they switched to man late in the sequence.
That's NBA range from Rice. No good.
That threw them off totally, that trip.
Can they stop this man? They haven't been able to yet. Kicks out Ross on the shot fake.
Look at that help.
Through 2 defenders.
Gillespie really alert, Jacoby.
It'll stay with Marquette.
Again, it's so difficult with the speed and ability off the bounce to contain. Kick for open looks or finish themselves.
I'll tell you what, credit Cam Jones. He picked up that second foul 10 minutes into the game. He hasn't fouled since.
And Shaka, too, I thought yelled him back in and out. Gave him a few minutes, spelled him.
Well, Shaka knows number 1 has to be on the court. Here he goes again, and he gets fouled. Just was going to blow by Reese, so he hit him on the arm.
He knew he owned him. Got the big to switch over. I know he loves that left shoulder get to the rim, but boy, he can be explosive. Mixing it up here, the angle to the goal, and right here just leaning in, drawing the attention.
And he's so good with that little hesitation, and then boom, he is gone when he misses the first of 2.
And they're going big now.
Well, let's see how it works out. Queen and Reese out there. And the senior from Memphis knocks it down. A 7-0 run for Marquette here over the last 90 seconds.
Again, back to that zone. Nice strong. Julian, there you go. Now make him move over that zone. A little hook.
He made the move. Queen tried to clean it up but missed the dunk. Golden opportunity that goes away from Maryland. Now Jones knows he's got the taller Queen on him, and he drives and initiates the contact.
He's so heady, isn't he? Stands him up, hesitates. Boy.
And it goes back to what we said earlier. Shaka Smart trying to build his program without transfers. He's got seniors. And you get smart players like Cam Jones who know the system and know how to play for Shaka Smart.
They mature under, no question about it. get their minutes, learn how to be aggressive, be involved.
Derek Queen wanted to know why he was whistled for that personal.
Are they listening to the announcement?
The students behind us saying something not too kind to the Zebras out there. And Cam Jones able to get both to continue his big night. He's on the doorstep with 30 points.
So good getting to the free throw line, too.
Well, now Maryland, largest deficit for them here tonight. Queen changes that right there.
How about that? Great giant steps to the rim.
Nobody has led by more than 7. It's been tight all the way through.
Once again, that open middle you can exploit with the bounce.
Cam Jones again, attacking again.
He didn't have to go to that side. Should have gone to the nice kick there.
Finding Rice. Oh, Rice got a pretty good look. Reese on the floor.
Jump ball. Oh, they got a timeout. She's saying anybody had possession.
Yes.
A good break.
Reese on the floor for Kevin Willard.
Big thing, we're on the floor now. Use them. Don't settle unless it's a wide open kick out.
Yeah, it's been Queen who has been the more effective of the two for sure. He's got 23. Reese just 2 points, though he does have 10 rebounds. They get it to Reese. Again, and that's going to be the 3rd foul on Cam Jones.
Well-designed play, too. Little reverse action. Trying to get the turn the corner. Both bigs on the overload side. All the bigs on this side of the floor enables the dribble drive. McGill for 2 or 1-1.
The free throw line is one difference in this game. Marquette 14 of 18. Maryland just 6 for 7. Gill trying to add to that total here, and he knocks down the front end. This young man was great at USF last year. 15 points a game. Was the conference's most improved player in the AAC.
Pretty good with his floater game, step back 3.
And pretty good at the line. Yeah. One possession game with 3:55 to go.
Got the bigs, just one on the floor right now. Good ball movement.
Joplin off the mark. Gold trying to keep it alive, and Mitchell does.
Ooh, what a save. He's got what he wants now.
He's going to step back and fire.
Nice check out.
And now Maryland a chance to draw closer, maybe even tie it. Gillespie resets.
Got to get Queen involved, I think.
Queen will set the screen.
Short roll. He wants the 3.
Gillespie tried to find Harris Smith, and it's taken away. A collision with Joplin, but no whistle. Down inside of 3 minutes. Joplin driving. Got straight.
I think he lost it. Oh, I thought he lost it.
Well, Rice is saying it went off of his leg, but they're not going to get that call.
Can't look now either.
It's got to be inside a couple of minutes.
Yeah.
Still 2:53 to go. Shot clock at 7. Here goes Jones.
Nice help to the hand.
3. They got to put it up. Ross floating. Yes! At the end of the shot clock.
Big time knockdown.
Marquette, the 15th ranked team in the land, up 5.
Oh, got a foul.
There's a whistle. And
Maybe Ross, maybe?
Yep. And that will put Miguel back at the line.
This is what they have. The ability late in the shot clock. Different guys can knock some shots down. Creative by Ross.
Miguel just hit 2 a moment ago. And he misses the front end here.
A good sequence defensively there, checking out on the free throw.
Every possession becomes a little bit bigger down the stretch.
The goal may end up with an open one with all the bigs helping out. Now the switch out.
Ross gets an open look. Long rebound. There's Miguel. Finds Queen. And there's going to be a foul on the floor.
How quick he got down the floor, Queen. I mean, that transition sprint beat everybody down.
For a guy 6'10", 250, he can move. He lost 20 pounds since he arrived on campus, and Kevin Willard said it's made him so mobile.
Now look at him take off here. Smart play, attacking the body.
But he misses the front end. .23 points tonight for Queen.
You have enough energy, Maryland, defensively. Everybody's in attack mode on the, particularly four guys, go more of a pick and pop guy. Straight up man.
Mitchell works the point against the defense of Rodney Rice. Now Jones comes to get it. He's 2 away from 30, is Cam Jones.
He gives it up, don't let him get it back.
Mitchell, little bully ball, and he got it to drop down.
Just individual bounce and create.
6-point game as we approach 90 seconds. Queen will rip and drive. Off the mark. Marquette, big rebound.
Big time chase, Ross.
And now Marquette in no hurry here. Gillespie trying to speed up Jones, but he's not taking the bait. Joplin.
Short.
Very short. Mitchell though scoops in.
Is that his game and personality? What do you need, coach? Alert, aggressive, totally committed.
The senior leader, we mentioned it earlier, but Shaka Smart called him the heart and soul of the defense, but he has provided a boost on the offensive end tonight. He has 14, does Stevie Mitchell.
They're always sacrificing, doesn't need any plaudits, doesn't need any points. Just amazing type of character. How about this? Good help by goal. The big time gather.
Watch him just swoop in here, Ralph.
Well, the advantage is to the offensive team on a shot like that. Everybody turns to check out.
And this is the largest lead for either team tonight, and now Maryland, their backs really against the wall here with 1:08 to go.
And Marquette's been very effective extending the D, making them use 10, 12, 14 seconds before they get into anything.
Well, if you're Maryland, if you're Kevin Willard, you don't need a three right now, but where are you going? You see if Gillespie can initiate?
Well, the difficulty is they're probably going to go a little bit 1-2-2 back to a zone, but I think it's got to be a dribble drive, at least get to the foul line.
Here comes Gillespie, 21 points tonight.
I got to get Queen inside, though. Here's that zone. Keeps them on the perimeter.
Harris Smith, they need it, and he buries it.
Well, they said he's worked on that shot all summer long. If he can look at this.
Now the defense and Queen. Oh, they're going to call a foul, and Kevin Willard is beside himself.
And Mitchell's got a cramp, I think, as well.
Well, Queen animated. He's got to be careful here. Last thing you need is a technical.
I thought it was a pretty good play by him. Crowd has seen it now.
Another look.
Ooh, I don't know. Two guys playing hard. I think it's just good basketball.
Queen still beside himself, and Mitchell will be at the line, but right now the officials getting together, making sure they've got everything in sorts here with 48 seconds remaining.
Tell you, I like the enthusiasm of that young guy on Queen, don't you?
Well, Kevin Willard said he plays with his heart on his sleeve, and we've seen that tonight.
He's going to be special.
Mitchell knocks it down. Big free throw. Everything is big at this stage.
He's Stevie Wonder to me, this kid.
He's kind of the X factor tonight, don't you think, Brad?
He always is.
15 points, 5 rebounds, now 16 and 5, and great defense as well as always for Mitchell.
It's not always the numbers either.
Stop and pop, Gillespie, yes! Maryland still has a pulse.
Sure, you got your press set. Deny, front, trap.
They're having trouble getting it in.
5 seconds.
5-second call, and Maryland has it. Marquette had a timeout.
Shaka's looking. I don't know if he is upset at his players not calling it or felt they did call it.
And just like that, another momentum swing. And what has been a night full of them. Oh, Ross almost got the steal. Inside, Harris Smith, 2-point game.
Talk about his strength with the big outside the post up.
33 seconds. Tap from behind. Gillespie picked his pocket. Maryland can tie or take the lead. Gillespie drives. Blocked. What defense by Marquette in the crucial moment. With 21 seconds to go, they are fouled and they'll go to the line.
Boy, they did not hang their head whatsoever. What a great reaction on that dribble drive. Just spectacular.
It was David Joplin that got his hand on it for the block.
Nice hand swipe from the rear. And right here, just again, playing it to the end. And Joplin just staying alert and alive.
And now Jones to the line, and he missed the first one. So either way, it'll remain a one-possession game.
I think you go for it too quickly. Occasionally when you go hard, you might find that three on a kick. No timeout for Maryland. That's the difficulty.
Yeah, keep that in mind. Oh, he missed both. Wow. Everybody in this building is standing. Harris Smith drives and draws a foul on Joplin.
Right away, the attack. All of a sudden, Smith attuned and involved.
Marquette was up 8. It looked like they had it in the bag, but Maryland is surging, and now they'll have a chance to tie it.
And just that nice angle to go, turn his shoulder, use some strength. Early season, about 50%.
The only 6 free throws this year, 3 made. You're right, Ralph. A sophomore from nearby Woodbridge, Virginia. Oh, he missed the first.
Make this, get your defense set.
Big Ten all-freshman team last year. He's got to shake that one off and try to get this down to 1.
And squeezing, they got the 2 bigs on Queen's side.
Short. So now they're going to have to foul here. Joplin finds Mitchell. And precious seconds ticking away.
You don't need it. Smart play. He's so heavy, isn't he?
Well, Mitchell, you're right. He's as smart as it comes. You knew he wasn't going to force a shot there.
Absolutely.
But those were precious seconds and precious free throws. Harris Smith knows. Big opportunity miss there. I'd say 17,000 getting their money's worth here tonight in College Park.
We certainly did.
Mitchell gets the first.
He's one of those mark it down kids.
5 of 5 at the line tonight. Shaka Smart says nothing rattles Stevie Mitchell. One of the senior leaders trying to make it a two-possession game, and he does.
Timeout. Discuss. Don't touch anybody. Stay away.
You can see how distraught Deshaun Harris-Smith is still over those 2 missed free throws. But on the other side, Stevie Mitchell now 18 points, 1 away from his career high. He has been tremendous.
And also Smith came alive in the second half, even though he did miss the free throws at the end. But you're right. There's so many guys with big tickers on this Marquette team. They value playing. They value contributing. So unselfish. Shaka's got him going.
And when they lost Kolnick and Iguodala last year, Marquette, Shaka Smart said, we know Cam Jones is going to be our leader on offense. He's our Batman. We need to know who our Robin is. Well, so far, tonight it's been Mitchell. But so far this season, it's kind of been a different guy on every night. And I think they're going to need that going forward.
I think you're right. I think a lot of people thought they would have a prayer service at Marquette when they lost those 2 guys. But Cam, solid. And again, we allude to Sean Jones. Such a valuable contributor, and when he comes back, it sort of lessens some roles, expands others.
We know that a lot of you are waiting to see Houston and Arizona college football, and that's where we will be heading here at the conclusion of this ball game.
Tough, highly competitive.
It's had a little bit of everything this one tonight. The 13 lead changes, the 9 ties. Nobody has led by more than 8. And Shaka Smart trying to get an early season marquee victory here on the road.
They're not going to touch everybody. Shaka just back up, won't get involved.
Gillespie got to get something up as quick as possible. And that will do it. Marquette with a huge mid-November victory, coming on the road and knocking off Maryland 78-74.
Boy, tells you a lot about these.